to Disney this summer.
Florida? Mom, that's where winter is!
Winter? What's that?
I don't know, some dolphin or something.
Ladies and gentlemen, come
Apparently there's a dolphin here.
5 minutes of the Otter Oasis will be our North American River Otter presentation. There you can learn all about these otters. It'll take place on the second level, right next to the winter zone. Again, 5 minutes. Dolphin over.
Excuse me, do you work here?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I drove like 1,200. Well, first of all, we flew. Right? We flew in here from New York about 10. It's like I wouldn't even want to tell you because first it was going to be LaGuardia, then Kennedy, then LaGuardia, then Kennedy. So finally, we leave from Kennedy. We get there, and when we got to drive in Orlando in this tiny little car, it's about 18, people smashed into this car. We get over here, it's 100,000 degrees. And I'm supposed to see this dolphin winter. Where is he? He's not even here.
She's always right over there in the winter zone.
No, she's not. What's a winter zone?
Right in those 3 pools. One of those 3 pools, she's always in one of
I
those.
was just over there. I did not see him. I saw dolphins.
She's always right.
I'm not even crazy about dolphins. But I was there, and I did not see him.
She is always in one of those. Hope, Panama, Winter, always in one of those 3 pools. They just move them around.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna go look again.
All right.
Holy cow. You see it? So we've all met that customer, yeah?
Yes.
That guest, and that's okay. But what was wrong with the interaction, other than the fact that it was pretty fun? What did he do? He ignored me, right?
He didn't take you over there.
He didn't take me over there. He was pointing. Very good.
He's kind of rude.
He was kind of rude.
He didn't tell you the story of winter.
He didn't tell me the story of winter. That's right.
He didn't cut his hair.
He didn't tell me.
He didn't seem very happy to be working here.
He was distracted, that's for sure. He was very busy, and we all are, right? We're very, very busy. And really, the idea here is when you're dealing with guests or with anybody who has that agenda coming into it, they had some legitimate gripes, all right? I mean, they were tired, they were hot, they've been traveling for a long time with a family cramped in a car this big, right? So they finally get here. They had expectations about where winter was and what winter was and how they were going to be able to see this magical dolphin. And the main problem was they were not being listened to, right? And so really, we don't have time today to go through a whole big training about how to deal with disgruntled guests. But if there's one thing I can get across to everybody, and hopefully it'll help out, is just some tips on what's called empathic listening. Has anybody heard that before? Empathic listening? Does anyone know who it's from? Covey, right? It's Covey, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And the 5th habit is seek first to understand, then be understood. That's what people who are upset, no matter what the situation is, they want to feel listened to. Those needs have to be met before you get into the practical need of where's winter, right? And so I'm just going to give you some tips. And then later on, if you want, we can explore it further in another time. I'm going to put them up on the website, too. We have a website. Woohoo! And anybody been to the website?
Which one?
Good. Oh, I'm sorry. The hospitality website. Yeah, the hospitality website. Or any website. Have you ever been to any website ever? There's this thing called the interwebs. It's really cool. Now, we have a hospitality website. We'll give you the address. So it's a great way to communicate back and forth. And the cool thing is there's a feedback button. So any ideas that you guys might have, throw it back to us too. And we will give it to Ponytail Boy over here and he'll help. All right, so a couple of tips. And these are real because they're on paper. Okay, number 1, give your full attention. When you're listening to somebody that's upset, this is not the time to multitask. It's probably the one time. Very good. Make eye contact. That's the second one. Body language. You want to make eye contact. You want to nod. You want to smile. You want to make sure that they know that they're being listened to. That's the whole thing. Don't interrupt them. That's probably the hardest thing. As soon as someone says some problem that you know you can solve, your natural reaction is to jump right in. Oh, okay. I'm going to stop listening to you now because I can solve your problem. Winter's over here. So don't do that. Just let them vent. That's what they need to do. We have to diffuse the situation. Let them get it all out. Encourage them to elaborate. Let them get it out. So don't interrupt them to explain, to teach, to do any of that stuff. And then finally, you might even want to try using some language to reflect back, to let them know that you understand it. So using some phrases that kind of rephrase whatever it is that they're upset about. Like, it seems to me, or from what I understand, or let me see if I got this right. You're saying this. So that slows it all down. That brings them back down to a calmer level. At that point, then you can finally address whatever it is that's bothering them. Does that make sense at all?
No.
Beautiful. Yes, Tommy?
I was going to say, I used to teach the Dale Carnegie sales course, and one of the key words is, I understand how you feel.
Right.
Because people want people to think that, they feel the pain.
It's
Very powerful. And it's exactly what you said.
That's great. And it's important to empathy. That's what empathy means, right? There's a difference between empathy and sympathy, right? Sympathy means you feel the same way. We don't want to feel the same way. That would be horrible, wouldn't it? It's like, well, this place sucks. I'm really hot, and I can't find winter. And, if you were going to sympathize, then yeah, you know what? You're right. No, you don't want to go there.
However, with empathy, you may have felt that way before.
Right. That's true. Good point. All right, so let's try this again real quickly. Only we'll do it with a little more empathic listening. And lights.
Yeah, Anna, no problem. No problem. Anna, I see you look a little lost.
Well, yeah, because I came... First of all, I got to turn my hearing aid down. Second of all, it's because I drove all the way from New York, and then we flew into Kennedy, LaGuardia, Kennedy, anyway, so I made it here from Orlando to 250 people in the car this big. And I don't know, I'm supposed to find Winter. I can't find Winter. He's here. Where is he? I don't know where he is. And the kids want to see the dolphin. And I kind of go off. It's just very hot, and I'm very tired, and I just want to see Winter to show the kids where he is. And I was over there, and I can't find him.
No problem. I'll take you right over to her. She's from New York?
Yeah.
Oh,
Isn't that obvious?
Whereabouts?
From Long Island.
Long Island. You guys had a real mild winter this year.
Yeah, it was nice. But, we're here now, and it's nice, it's beautiful.
So you're having trouble finding winter?
Yeah, I couldn't find him.
Oh, okay, it's no problem. We always keep winter.
You're a nice fellow.
Well, thank you.
I would like to write you a check.
We obviously want to treat all of our guests with the respect that they deserve because they are here supporting our mission. There have been a few things going on of late. For those of you that have been members or team members of the aquarium for many years, you've seen that our audience has changed a little bit. And we want to remember one thing, and I think Frank will back me up this 100%. Team members deserve respect too. And anytime there is an incident where you are being disrespected by a guest, you are to immediately contact myself or Maddie, and we will take care of the situation. We don't want to see any of you being disrespected, so that's very important as well. And we are going to give you guys our phone numbers and our email so that you'll have access to get a hold of us right away at any time, or just find a hospitality person, because that's very important, and apparently there have been some situations regarding that.